Hey, Tyler. I love the pictures of your new pink guitar. That's awesome. And and I'm tickled that you wanted one. And anyways, I'm going to start teaching you as much as I can, and we'll see how you do. Uh, but it's going to be a little slow going back and forth by video and with everything I've got going on. But anyways, we'll get you up here to the house and maybe by yourself sometime, so all the others aren't bothering us, and I give you some good lessons there too. But anyways, for right now, I thought the first thing I need to do is just introduce you to your guitar. Just give you a tour. Now, I personally name all my guitars. This one is Gracie because she was a gift, a gracious gift from somebody at Grace Methodist Church. So, or Grace Community Church of God. And anyways, um, so this is Gracie, and I'm going to cover just the parts of the guitar. So when I talk to you later, you'll know if I say towards the head or towards the body or whatever. Well, I just gave up two of the names. And look here, this guitar, it has a head, it has a neck, longer than mine, and it has a body, which doesn't look as good as mine, I don't think. All right, starting at the top, on the head, you have tuning keys because when you turn them, you can tune, you make the strings higher or lower, and you tune them. Okay? It's very important in a little bit to learn to use these and tune the guitar, because if you don't tune the guitar, number one, you sound crappy. Number two, if you don't tune a guitar correctly and you just tighten the strings up without knowing where they're at, you can over tighten them and actually rip the bridge off. And we'll talk about that in a minute when we get to the body. But that's the bridge. And I actually have a guitar over here that was left tuned a little too high and then left in a building where the heat was turned off and it got cold and the strings tightened up and it has ripped the bridge off. So getting it tuned is not only important so that you don't sound bad, you also going to have to learn to tune it so you don't damage the guitar. All right? And so the head has the tuning keys. And right here, they call that the finger nut. It's not real important to know right now. It just holds the strings up a little bit. But that's the finger nut if I happen to mention it. Now, the neck portion, all right, has actually, this wooden part down here is actually the neck. And this black portion on top that you're looking at is called the fretboard, because it holds the frets, which are each of the little metal pieces that you have here creating lines. And so the neck has the fretboard, which holds the frets, which is why it's called the fretboard. Okay? Now, the frets, as we start to talk later, are numbered from the finger nut towards the body. So it starts up at the head and works down towards the body. So this would be the open. They call this open if you're not touching anything. All right. This would be the first fret. And you want to play, you don't want to play way back here. You want to play you want to play right behind the fret. If you get on top of it, you get a dull sound or a buzz. But if you get just behind it, you get a nice clean sound. So that would be open, first fret, second fret, third fret, fourth fret, fifth fret, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. On up. Okay? Some guitars have longer necks and more frets. Some guitars have shorter necks and fewer frets. We'll talk about that later. But anyways, the neck is attached to the body. Okay? And the body has a sound hole. And this body is designed, you see, look here, see how that wood's light and this wood's darker? They put harder wood on the back so sound will bounce off of it. When the strings vibrate and the sound goes in, it bounces off the hard wood, and the soft wood on top vibrates kind of like a string. And you might be able to see a string vibrate actually. Watch this. All right, and those vibrations bounce off the hardwood, and they actually create this top to vibrate a little bit too. Okay, and then there's the pick guard for protecting the wood from the pick. And you can see where Papa plays so hard that my pick guard hasn't completely saved my guitar. I'm beating some wood off there. Then the bridge, which holds the strings, okay, down on the body. And, of course, there's the sling attachments and stuff. But for instructional purposes, there's the head with the tuning keys, the neck with the fretboard divided into by the frets, and then the body, which has a bridge and holds the strings, and the sound hole that allows the sound to come in and back out. The reason it's important to tell you about some of that stuff is because you'll notice I can make a different sound back here by the bridge but play the exact same thing up here and I get a different quality sound. Listen. And so I may at some time tell you this song plays near the bridge or this section plays near the bridge, and that's what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm going to keep these short so they're easy to send. And there you go, just an introduction to the guitar. And give it a little while, a name might come to you to name your guitar. All righty? Okay. I'm going to be right back in a little bit with a couple of things about how to actually play the guitar. Love you, sweetie. Bye-bye.